Hi, I'm Stacie Stewart and today we're going to be making a summer berry roulade. My version of this classic recipe has soft meringue, cream and berries. It's sure to be a real crowd pleaser. It'll feed around 6 people, so first of all you need to get your oven on to preheat, 150, if it's a fan 130, which is the equivalent to gas mark 2. So to start we put 4 egg whites into a large mixing bowl and beat together until white and frothy. You can also use a hand whisk if you like. Gradually add 225 grams of caster sugar, whisking continuously until the mixture is thick and glossy and holds stiff peaks. Now if you wanted to make this a chocolate roulade, now would be the stage to add 50 grams of cocoa powder and then in with your filling, add 100 grams of chopped and toasted hazelnuts, a little bit of grated chocolate over the top of the finished roulade and it'll be absolutely delicious. But for this, we need to fold in a teaspoon of corn flour and a teaspoon of white wine vinegar, or you can also use cider vinegar or malt vinegar. Fold in until completely incorporated. Okay, so here I've got a 20 by 28 centimetre greased and lined Swiss roll tin, and I'm just going to spoon in my meringue mix. Smooth the surface, but just be careful as you don't want to knock the air out. Bake in the oven for 30 minutes or until crisp to the touch and just turning golden. While the roulade's in the oven, we can get started with the blueberry compote. The recipe calls for 300 grams of blueberries in total. We're going to put 150 grams into a pan with 3 tablespoons of icing sugar, and we're going to keep the rest of the blueberries to go into the fillings with the other fruits. Cook this gently for 5 minutes, mashing with a fork until the sugar has dissolved and the berries have softened and released all of their lovely juices. Remove from the heat and then pass the berries through a sieve into a bowl. Set these aside to cool. So our meringue's now cooked, we need to leave it to set aside to cool and then we need to cover it with a clean, damp tea towel which will prevent the meringue from cracking. Now it's time to make the filling. Whip 300 ml of double cream with an electric whisk and then gradually add 25 grams of caster sugar. Adding the sugar slowly will stop the cream from curdling. When those ingredients are combined, stir in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then set this to one side. Now we're ready to put this together. Start by dusting a large sheet of greaseproof paper with a little bit of icing sugar. Then carefully turn out the meringue onto the paper and very gently peel off the paper from the back. Take your cream and spread over the meringue, leaving a 2 centimetre border around the edges. So now we can add the fruit. I've got 100 grams of raspberries and 100 grams of strawberries, which I've hulled and cut into quarters. And lastly, the remaining blueberries, saving some for decoration. Now, drizzle over that lovely compote. Okay, so that looks absolutely amazing, and now's the best bit, to roll it up. Begin with the short end and tightly roll up the meringue, using the paper to help you. Transfer onto a serving plate, and to finish, dust with a little icing sugar and decorate with any of the remaining fruit. So there we have it, my summer berry roulade, absolutely delicious.